Welcome to Nasdaq Trade Talks. I'm Jill Malandrino, global markets reporter at Nasdaq. Joining me for this segment, we have David Song, portfolio manager at Tema, to discuss the 3 compelling reasons to invest in oncology right now. David, it's great to have you with us. Welcome to Trade Talks.
Jill, thanks so much for having me on. Really appreciate it.
You got it. And why do you think that now is a good time to invest in oncology? What are those 3 compelling reasons?
Well, first of all, again, thanks so much. We at Tema are thrilled to launch our oncology ETF, ticker CANC, which is an actively managed fund where we invest in companies focused on the diagnosis and treatment of cancer. Now, there are 3 reasons why we think it's a good time to invest in oncology. 1, life sciences companies, particularly in the small mid-cap biotech area, and you can look at proxies like XBI, they've experienced a significant bear market, which has created potentially attractive valuations. Second, we believe the fundamentals in biotech in general remain intact, with insights from biology leading to a productive boom in the sector. And then third, within oncology, it's incredibly robust and diverse environment with a lot of innovation going on, and we think that is set to continue.
And this is essentially taking place in the antibody drug conjugates, if I'm pronouncing that correctly. Tell us more about that.
Well, yeah. So that's an area of oncology that we like. It's an area that has really explosively and we think will continue to grow for years to come. These antibody drug conjugates, which are basically linked to a therapeutic agent, if you will. We have the antibodies that go target to the cancer cell, and then the therapeutic agent is essentially dropped or released to kill the cell. This could, in many ways, provide a very good clinical benefit that could replace potentially many forms of traditional chemotherapy. And we've seen outstanding data to date.
And cell therapy is another area where you're seeing significant promise.
Right. Now, cell therapy, which is basically in many ways harnessing the immune system and their cells to fight off cancer, has shown a significant promise in a number of blood cancers. We've seen data in a whole host of these blood cancers showing a significant progression-free survival benefit or overall survival benefit.
And we've all been told that early detection is key to fighting not only cancer, but a number of diseases. And this is somewhat unique to oncology when it comes to diagnostics and early detection.
That's correct. We have the luxury of being able to invest in a number of diagnostic based companies, as well as life sciences tools companies that enable the entire cancer oncology ecosystem. And one area that is somewhat unique, as you mentioned nicely, is the rise of oncology diagnostics that will in many ways lead to early detection of disease, what we call so-called liquid biopsy, which is basically through a tube of a blood drawn, you could potentially detect multiple cancers at an early stage. And all of this is to some extent been enabled by advances in areas like gene sequencing.
And another key factor in oncology, especially, is drug pricing. Do you think that will be modified over time? And how do you think about that when you're making stock selection within the portfolio?
Right. Certainly drug pricing is a potential risk to investing in the sector in oncology, but also other classes outside oncology. But it's our belief that when you look at oncology, it sort of does remain somewhat of a protected class. Everyone knows someone with cancer and how devastating that is to the family and loved ones, et cetera. Second of all, I mentioned drug pricing and the laws that are built in things like the IRA or the Inflation Reduction, where cool heads prevail and where good economic policy could prevail. So you have, just like we saw in the Affordable Care Act, there were many different iterations that went through that ultimately benefited the insurance companies. So too, we could see this happening also with the biopharma sector. And at the end of the day, we do aspire to invest in breakthroughs with differentiated clinical data. At the end of the day, will garner premium pricing.
So, David, to wrap up here, this is for an investor that has a longer term outlook for their portfolio.
That's correct. One thing I really love about Tema is their outstanding focus on long-term investment results. At Tema, we aspire to democratize institutional grade investing in themes to investors through rigorous risk management and fundamental research here. And I, simply am excited working with a diverse group of colleagues that make Tema a great place.
All right, David, we appreciate the insight. Thanks for joining us on Trade Talks. I'm Jill Malandrino, Global Markets Reporter at Nasdaq.
Jill, thanks so much. Have a good day.